Good day and welcome. Welcome to NAC TV's Coffee Chat. My name is Lyle Watson, and I'm pleased to have as our guest today Michelle Ferguson. For a lot of our viewers and people in Neepawa and District, Michelle needs no introduction, but we'd like to introduce her as the new Seniors Resource Coordinator of the HAND organization here in Neepawa. Thank you for joining us, Michelle. Welcome to NAC TV, and congratulations on your new job.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And how long is it since you started your new position as the Senior Resource Coordinator here?
September the 20th, actually.
September 20th.
Yep.
So you've got a couple of months under your belt.
Yep.
And how are you feeling about your new job?
I love it. Yeah, I'm enjoying every day. I look forward to going, and then I find it hard to leave at the end of my day. So yeah.
Well, we're very pleased to be able to introduce you as our new Seniors Coordinator. And hopefully you'll put in 30 years like Jeannie Barnaby did in the past. And
I hope so too.
And it'll be good for our district, Neepawa and District. HAND organization, just to refresh our viewers, stands for what again?
Home Assistance Neepawa and District.
And Neepawa and District includes Neepawa
and the surrounding area and RMs. Yeah.
And the RMs. So you work within all that Neepawa and
yes.
area. And some of the things, I know you do a lot of things, but what are some of the major things you'll be involved with your new position here now?
Lifeline is a big part of it. We install lifelines and maintain them and the equipment that goes along with them. So people have a backup system if they have falls or have health problems, they can push their buttons, or some people have auto alert, which is a button worn around the neck that can detect impact falls, about 95% of impact falls. So it really gives people a lot of peace of mind, yes. Especially if they're on their own. Another big part of our program is the community meal program.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of people that come and pick up their meals. There's a couple deliveries, and then we also supply supportive housing with their meals, and that's Tuesday to Fridays.
And that is at location of that is?
Well, people come and pick up at Yellowhead Manor.
Yes. Into
the dining rooms, and our kitchen is there. And they come about 11:30, quarter to 12, and they pick up their meals, and they're delicious.
Good. And
home cooked.
And I have experienced some of the meals, and they're very good.
Yeah, I'm experiencing them every day, and I'm needing bigger pants.
Yeah, and for our viewers that have experienced the meals, the community meals, Vicki and George do an excellent job.
They're too good. Yeah.
It's like a home cooked meal.
Yes.
In terms of the lifelines, Michelle, there is a charge. You install them, and then there is a charge. Is it one charge, or is it a regular charge for the lifelines?
There's a one-time $70 install fee, and then depending on what kind of lifeline button you choose, like the auto alert with fall sense, that one's $56.65 plus GST per month, and then just the slimline wrist or neck without fall sense, so it doesn't detect the falls, is $43 per month.
Per month?
Yes.
Now, what if someone was a low-income senior? Is there any assistance for them to be able to attain the convenience of a lifeline?
Yes, we have a subsidy program so that if your income is $16,000 or less per year, all you need to have is your notice of assessment, and then you get it at a lower rate.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah, it's very good.
Now, what are some of the other services you're involved in with our seniors for Neepawa and District?
Well, we're affiliated with the New Beginnings Grief
yes.
group and the Handy Van. We also have a free income tax program around March, April for low-income seniors.
Yes.
We get volunteers to provide income tax services. Oh, there's so much. We can. We have a wheelchair that you can borrow for free.
Yep.
And also handicap parking permits. We have the applications for, and our drivers, if you have, if you're getting a driver for cancer care or an appointment, you can borrow our permits also.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's convenient when one needs one. They can get in
Yep.
touch with you and
You
get
betcha.
one?
In fact, one went out this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Then there's other services in terms of housekeeping services, laundry and things like that, Michelle, that you're also involved in attaining services for seniors.
Yeah, people can call. There's a variety of services that we offer. There's housekeeping, there's snow removal, lawn care, hairdressing, respite, kind of private home care, kind of a little bit. There's a variety of things. Basically, if there's something that you need, just please call me and I will try my best to get it set up for you.
Yeah. If somebody wanted to note your telephone number at this time, what is your phone number at your office?
You can reach me at 204-476-2009. And there's also an answering machine. So if I'm out, which quite often I am with different appointments with Lifeline and things, you can leave me a message.
Okay. Now back to these home care services. It is a cost per use of whatever service you're getting. It's not a free service.
It's not a free service, but the provider will set a price, and it's to be decided, between the customer and the service provider.
Okay.
And paid to them directly.
Okay, and of course, that service in itself enables a lot of seniors to stay in their homes somewhat longer, sometimes a lot longer.
Yeah.
And what benefit do you see in the seniors being able to stay in their own homes longer? That's a pretty big benefit, isn't it?
Well, it is, because our care homes are full, and home care is just a little overwhelmed right now because we don't have room in the care homes. They are doing their very best, but they can only do so much. So, if we can provide some services that enable people to stay and lessen the load, then that's what we're trying to do.
Okay. And you mentioned home care, and you have quite an experience having worked in home care before you accepted the appointment here to the resource coordinator for Han. That experience that you gained with home care, and if you can share some of those experiences with us and our viewers, and how it has helped you get with your new job.
Well, I worked off and on with them for 22 years. I was just home with my kids for a few years before they were both in school.
Yep.
And it was wonderful the whole time. I love seniors. And I don't know, it really taught me how to appreciate them, and also their different needs. Not just the obvious health needs, but their emotional and mental needs too, which are so important and quite often overlooked.
Yes.
And this is just an extension of how I can help them. It's just a different way of helping.
And it's so important if you can help a person, but a senior in particular, with their mental, emotional needs, that also is connected to their physical needs, and quite often the benefit is measured both ways, isn't it?
It really is. Just kind of an example, somebody, quite a while ago, somebody was not eating well, not thriving, and just sitting with them, just having somebody take the time to sit with them and put a hand on their arm or their leg, just that physical human touch.
Yeah.
That person took a little while, but ate a whole meal and did so well, and it was just from having somebody take the time and have physical touch. And I've always tried to convey that, especially when I was, orientating new home care workers or anything, that the eye contact, the touch, and just real caring is what makes such a difference in their lives. So, yeah.
Well, it's interesting how something so simple, in a sense, can benefit a person to the degree it can.
Well, it seems like a lot of times, as people get older, they quite often get kind of left behind or forgotten. Yeah. And they are the most interesting, amazing people that you can ever meet.
Yeah.
And they're still people. They have the same hearts, the same brains as everybody else. Their bodies are just older.
Yeah.
you know.
And you know, you mentioned being left behind, and I say this respectfully, but younger families, they get busy and they get involved and they get kind of caught between their children and their parents, and sometimes one or the other has to take a bit of the back seat, and quite often it's the senior. So in terms of a healthcare worker or in your new job as resource coordinator, it's very, very important that we have that second contact other than family to work with these
Yep,
people.
that's where we come in.
And that's where you come in.
Yeah.
Well, I think I think they chose a great person in yourself, Michelle, to fill that position. And I know there were other applicants, and you come out as the one that got appointed, and we're pleased to see that. So I know that you'll do a good job. The other thing that has come up for the month of November, and for whatever reason, I've become very aware of people falling. And what is November? What's it entitled now because of the falling?
It's Fall Prevention Month.
Fall Prevention Month.
Yes.
And you've been doing some work in promoting of that also.
Well, Victoria Lifeline has a website and also a Facebook page. And so I've been just posting every day. There's a new fall prevention tip for the month of November. So I've just been posting that on my own page just because I have friends of all ages, and I mean, it's pertinent to everyone.
Yeah.
So that's one way I've been doing it. And I have some posters and stuff up, and also, you know, when I do home visits, maybe it's like the home care background, but you know, if people have rugs and mats and things, just anything that can be tripping hazards and things like that, you know, I'm very aware of that. So we really, that's an important part as well when we do our visits.
Could you give us a few more examples of some of the things to be very much aware of in order to prevent falling? You mentioned mats. Is there anything else that seniors can be aware of?
Well, footwear is important, and even things like people having inner ear issues, and a lot of people do. You know, you need to get it addressed because that, you know, you can be dizzy and a fall can happen so quickly. You know, and to use mobility aids such as walkers and canes, and especially now with the ice, you know, there's canes that have a kind of an ice pick that can fold down, just all sorts of things. There's so many ways, but it's so very important because, you know, one little slip can land a person with a broken hip or, you know, and then it's hospital and maybe surgery and rehab, and it's pretty hard to bounce back from that the older that you get.
What about any suggestions for bathing and the daily cleanliness of some of our seniors staying in their homes? Is that a challenge for the seniors to any degree? Or?
Well, home care does a tremendous job with that. Are you referring to fall prevention though?
Yeah, like in the bathtub type of thing.
Well, having a non-slip mat is imperative. But you also have to watch with having, like, and I mean in the tub. Outside of the tub, again, you have to be careful. Like if somebody is putting just a towel on the floor, for example, to keep it from getting wet, it's so easy to go like this and that towel slides. Like making sure there's good grip on the products that you use, and also that person is able to pick their feet up well too. So and grab bars, and there's so many home health aids available, you know. You mentioned the bars. That probably is an investment that we all should make, you know, in our bathrooms if we haven't got more than one or someplace to grab on to. Yeah, they are worth their weight in gold, and there's also there's bars that can attach to the side of the tub that kind of have a crank, you know, to hold them steady. There's bath chairs, and they also have, you know, there's so many things. Yeah.
Those bath chairs, I believe, are quite an aid to the seniors.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
And people who have trouble lifting their legs over top of a tub, there's also a chair that is half in the tub and half out.
Oh. Okay.
And so instead of, you know, possibly losing your balance by trying to lift your legs in, you just sit your bottom down and then swing, and you've got handlebars to hold on to.
So hold on to it.
Yeah, so there's lots and lots of different, ways to ensure safety.
On that note, I was informed some time ago that there's even a device to help people put on their stockings that you can.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah, there's different things actually. There's a plastic, I don't even know what to call it. There's lots of contraptions that help to put socks on. There's those reacher bars, with you squish the handle and it can clamp, and so you can pull a sock on like that. And people get really inventive when they have to.
Yeah. So like for that type of information and where those devices are available, is that something that our viewers could phone you and you could direct them to these
Absolutely. I can set them in the right direction. I have some numbers of places that I can get them in touch with also.
With those things, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And do you foresee, what do you foresee in the future? Are we going to see big changes in your position, or will we continue on the way we have in the past and as the way you are now serving the community, or do you see any changes coming? Or
I think it's more of a maintaining what we've got. There may be more services needed, but right now it's more maintaining what HAND is doing. Jeannie and our board have done an absolutely remarkable job, and they did all the legwork. I'm just kind of keeping things up. There might be some new things that I want to try.
Yeah.
But no, they've done a wonderful job. So it's just more keeping things going right now.
Yeah.
Especially with the pandemic, it's a little bit tough to implement new things at the present time. So.
But you also, through your position as the Neepawa HAND coordinator, you are also very closely connected with other communities and the province, provincial-wise too, are you not?
Mm-hmm. I am.
So you would be able to share and gain information, or what other communities are doing. You have access to all that.
I see a lot, through the other service to seniors coordinators, I get some ideas. One of the ideas actually that I saw recently is the coordinator in Carberry started offering cardio drumming. And that's something that I would like to implement, I'm hoping after Christmas, for our seniors to do. We do exercises, which again will be implemented probably after Christmas or restarted. But it's exercise with a little bit of a twist. It can be for seniors with all different mobility, whether they're in a wheelchair or whether they can walk. And it's drumming on a yoga ball along to music. So it does a lot of things. It works the muscle groups in your arms, your legs, your core. It helps with coordination, and it's good for blood flow and circulation. It does so many different things, and it's fun. It's really, really fun.
The music itself, for the mental aspect,
is gonna be good.
Kind of puts a person in a better mood.
It does, because it's very upbeat and uplifting, and it's not gonna make everybody fall over with exhaustion, but it's got, it's a good beat, and you can do it sitting, right? So, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to trying it.
And just the fact of some exercise of some sort, it doesn't have to be extensive or exhausting, as you put it, but that the fact that people are moving is a big benefit to seniors, is it not? They're
moving, and they're with other people, and the music is uplifting, and there's so many benefits. Yeah. So that's something, especially now when everybody's kind of stuck at home a lot, just having something to look forward to that they can enjoy is, I think it's important.
Something was brought to my attention, the importance of just taking the time, exercising a bit and just sitting back and kind of meditating, I guess, but also taking the opportunity to breathe and to take some full breaths and, breathe in and out. Not hard to do, but apparently there are a number of benefits, numerous benefits to our systems.
I've heard that too. Yeah, I think just for relaxation and focus, and actually I try to do that before I go to sleep at night, just to kind of let everything out and rest, so you can rest, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
And sometimes we just take everything for granted and we forget to take that time for ourselves, whether we're seniors or whether you're a young person like you.
well, thank you. No, I think it's good advice for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And other things that you do out of your office, is there anything we've missed, Michelle, that you could share with our viewers in terms of the services offered?
Something that's affiliated with Lifeline are the ERIC kits, which is Emergency Response Information Kit. And so somebody automatically gets one when they sign up with Lifeline. But if you don't have Lifeline, you can still get one for the big price of $1. And they're very, very handy little tools. What they are is a plastic package with papers inside that a person can list their medications or any health concerns or, medical history, and possibly put a healthcare directive. There's a sample healthcare directive that we slip in there also for people to look at. And you have it on your fridge, and it comes with a sticker. It says ERIC that you put on your door, so that if you had to call the ambulance,
Yep.
they see that little sticker on the door, so they know you have an ERIC kit. And one of the first things they do is they grab that off the fridge and they take it with them to the hospital. And it is very, very helpful to them, to the nurses, to the doctors, so that they can give you the best care possible with the most knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's quite an important thing, I think, that the office
So that's
offers.
available to anyone
Anyone and everyone.
just by getting in touch with you.
Yep.
The other thing I was going to ask you was the community meal aspect. What is the cost per meal at this point in time for the community
It's
meal?
$10 per meal.
And there is a package that kind of includes the handy van to and from.
Everything is just a little bit off because of the pandemic right
yeah,
now. So
yeah.
basically it's pick up and take out.
Okay, so we're
For the
still
most part.
in that mode then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any delivery to any other places in town, or do
There's-
they have to pick them up themselves?
We prefer pickup. There is delivery to Elks Manor and to Kinsman Courts 1
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
But if we start delivering to individual houses, then we're going to need another
Yeah.
couple people.
Yeah,
So it's just easier to do it the way we are right
The way-
now.
So that's worked
Yeah.
out relatively well then? during
Very
the
well.
COVID?
Yeah, and so our clients can remain clients.
Yeah, yeah. So the number of meals haven't dropped. They're kind of remaining the same.
They are very similar, yeah. I recently, when I was doing a report, compared this year to last year, and it's very, very similar, yeah.
Very similar. The other thing sometimes we run into when seniors are, especially if they're home, living in their home by themselves, is they tend to refrain from reaching out because they don't want to bother anybody. They don't want to be a problem
Or a
trouble.
burden, yeah.
I run into that on a few occasions myself. Do you run into that often, or?
I run into that all the time. And seniors are not a burden, not a bit. And if there's anything that, that we can help with, I just encourage them to call,
Yep.
They are so valuable and so appreciated that I hope they all know that.
Yeah. And even just calling you with the conversation is a good start to connecting
Yes.
without, yeah.
Which, I'm glad to say that's been happening quite a lot
Has it?
already. Yeah, I was pleased. I was worried, that people might not feel comfortable right away just reaching out.
Yep.
But that phone doesn't quit ringing usually, so it's really good.
Yep.
I'm glad. But please continue to do so.
Yeah. Well, the other positive side of you being appointed to this position is that you're well known in the community, but especially among the seniors too. And I think they have a comfort zone. In fact, I know they have a comfort zone talking to you, Michelle. So that's a good thing too.
I love them. I think seniors are my favorite people. And in fact, if I had to choose, they're the people that I would want to be around every day the most.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
versus people my own age, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're in the right position, and even in the past with working with home care, you certainly have had your experience, and it's obviously been positive.
I have been so lucky because, you know, so many people don't find the job that they enjoy going to every day, and I have been blessed with 2 jobs that I just absolutely adore. So, yeah. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Well, I think this is a win-win situation for you, obviously, because your enthusiasm, the vibration of energy is very well expressed in terms of your love for seniors. But it's also a win-win situation for our community to have someone like you,
Thank you.
doing that job. So we're very pleased that's working out that way. Well, our time is getting a little short. It goes quickly. I don't know where it goes, but I'm wondering if there's anything that we've missed, or is there anything that you would like to, or things that you'd like to share with our viewers before we leave this afternoon?
Just please always call. Always feel comfortable calling me, and I will help you in any way that I can.
And your office is where?
My office is in the southeast corner of the drop-in center. And like I said, I have an answering machine, so call, leave a message, bang on my door. Lots of people just come and talk. Yeah, just please always call.
And that phone number again is, Michelle?
It's 204-476-2009.
And you're there, or at least that answering service is there 24 hours a day? Is it?
Yep, and I am there Monday to Friday from 8 to 4.
8 to 4. Well, thank you very much for taking the time, and again, congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
We look forward to watching you progress and work within our community and for the benefit of the seniors. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to our new Seniors Resource Coordinator this afternoon from the Neepawa and District Hand Organization, Michelle Ferguson. And again, I would emphasize, if you have any questions or if you just want to talk to somebody, phone that 204-476-2009. And if you have some questions, I'm sure Michelle will be able to help you. She'll be able to direct you into situations where that you'll be able to be helped for sure. And like she says, if you just need somebody to talk to, phone that number again, 204-476-2009. And I hope you've enjoyed our program today, and stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, have a good day.